Okay. So I'd like you, Danny, to talk about, because I'm not finding this database here. But there's something interesting that I'll probably be interested in you maybe commenting on, and that's like Coin.
Mhm.
Because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're talking 2018 when you came to Nairobi was about Coin.
It could be. And in
So
2018, I talked a lot about like Nega versus Coin versus Codeine and like all of these. And it was like when the whole
yeah,
topic came up. Maybe let's open a Coin module, then we have something that, like, if you've never seen Coin and you see
yeah.
something. Yeah.
So just like in general, Coin, what would you use Coin for? What is it?
Mhm.
Very brief.
Yeah. So I mean, there's this. Now you can go into this discussion because I would say Coin is like the dependency injection framework I would use for my app. And then a lot of people will say, no, Coin is not dependency injection. It is a service locator, which is, and as I think what I told in said in Kenya. To be honest, it's like an academic discussion of like two approaches solving the exact same thing. And then one might say the other scales better than the first. Um, See what works for you. So for me, what I use Coin for, like as we saw it earlier, like injecting dependencies into a class. So the whole idea of dependency injection and like the inversion of control, like don't create things, right? Let someone do it for you. And this could be Dagger, this could be Coin. Before we had those, we had Juice and like all of those, right? The backend has Spring. There are a lot of these. And the big difference between Coin and like Dagger is Dagger does everything at compile time. So there's a lot of code generated for you, and it's put there, like where you put your annotation, like it adds a lot of classes around it, lots of code. Coin has none of these. So Coin is super fast compile time. It is slower on runtime because the by inject actually goes. Think about like a big hash table. It goes there and will find what you're looking for, and it uses a lot of Kotlin magic to make it look nice and have like a nice API. So without Kotlin, they couldn't have built this, but it's like specifically made for Kotlin, and like there's no Dagger build, which makes dependency injection so much easier with Dagger. Like I don't know, we move like 500 times the code that you had before. Um, but Coin before was like super easy. Like Coin, you probably will have a module, and then we see the by inject, and you understand everything, and it's super easy for testing. And like there's not much boilerplate around it. Like like I know a lot of developers, so even have like a few years experience, and they try to understand Dagger, and they're just copy pasting what their colleagues are doing, but actually they have no idea what they're doing. And then they try Coin, they said, oh, I actually get it. Because I think the whole API has like 5 keywords, and this is you can learn those very quickly, and you get your way around. So sometimes simple is better, and this is what I like. And Coin is a very simple dependency injection framework. And when we look at this module now, and like all of these
Yeah.
frameworks, doesn't matter if it's Dagger or Toothpick or Coin or Codeine, you will find a module. This is where you define your dependencies. And see, we have an app module, and look, it's just like saying module, and then there's this keyword single, which just means a singleton, which normally you have like an add singleton annotation in Dagger. And then you would just provide it with that class, like a network class, for example, here. So there's like Coin is a bit more verbose. You have to actually add all your calls here. But I like it. And like when I need to figure out in Coin or like in my app, where is something created? I will go to my module and there it's there. There's no magic there. He's actually creating a network thing here. Yeah. Maybe scroll down. What else do we have here? So there's a lot of things about the network. See, he creates a debug menu here. There's a provider for coroutines, like several callback. And because of Kotlin knows like a type, there's no type defined here. Like the actual thing is what he's returning. And yeah. He's using a lot of singletons. This is a bit weird to me because for me, like singleton should be not the default. Like the default should be not a singleton. But yeah,
Okay.
I think people also do data that they make everything at singleton. Right? Okay, like singleton, everything is a single. Like, and here's one that the opposite singleton is the factory. So the factory you get like every time a new one, and they need factory because they're passing something in here. Yeah.
Okay.
But all your dependencies of your whole project you will find here, and this is like the nice thing that I like with Coin. Or like in another,
So it doesn't matter.
you can combine modules, but this is the main module here. Probably they don't only have one. I think
Okay.
about the debug module.
And so it doesn't matter how long or how big this
yeah. So this,
file gets.
I think it was like 300 plus there was like a header, which is really weird when you think about these are all the dependencies that this app has. This is pretty nice. And when you think about the Dagger, you have to create components and modules and they're like threading annotations profile. Like it's not so much more verbose and it reads really easy and it's super easy to understand. Like you don't have to understand all the magic. If you want to know how you create like a debug menu, you use Kotlin, you can do a studio to say, okay, who creates debug menu? It's the app module. This is what he's passing in as parameters. That's it.
Okay. Used. No, I'm not moving anything. So maybe interesting also to look at, apart from KOIN, would be the Play Store. Let me see what kind of actions they have on the Play Store. So go to Play Store app details, market details ID plus app package name.
I think it's a very typical code, probably. If you'll find the code on Stack Overflow, just like opening the Play Store to your app so that you can actually point someone to download, for example, to the latest version. Maybe they used that when they had the force update doing, right?